Push in, and there you go. You're live. You're ready to go. Oh yeah.
Stop!
All in all, I would have to honestly say that I'm going to have.
Hey gang, I'm Paul with Stud Pack. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Stud Pack Dream House build. We told you in our last video we were about to fly on this project. We put the roof on 4 days ago. Today we start with spray foam installation. Let's get to work. So let's show you the man who's actually going to be doing the work. Joey, you're from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. I knew we were going to hit it off. Why don't you tell us about yourself and your company?
Great, glad to be here. Been here for 25 plus years here in Texas. Got 36 plus years experience. Started this company about 9 years ago here in Texas.
Cool. Now, it is drizzling today. Can we spray?
Good point. What we're going to do first is we're going to check moisture, because you got to check moisture on every job for a proper install.
So a proper moisture level, right, is key. We can't be too high. What's the threshold?
17%.
Got to be under that.
We want to be under that all the time.
Doesn't matter what your substrate is, wood, concrete, metal, got to be less than 17.
That is correct.
Let's check it, see what we got.
All right, here we go.
It is humid. I'm kind of worried about it.
We are right at 15, just a smidge over 15%.
Okay.
So we are real close to our threshold. But as the day progresses, as we continue to spray, we get some fans on this, we'll keep this monitored real close, we should be fine.
All right, and we already checked upstairs. It's actually a lot lower, right?
Yes, upstairs we were pushing 8 to 10%. So we're ready to rock and roll. The guys are getting prepped up now.
Okay. Now, this is really interesting to me. What happens if it's the humidity is too high?
So what'll happen is when he applies that chemical and it starts reacting, it's gonna pull away from the substrate, which is gonna cause a gap, which can cause condensation, which is not what we want.
So the product generates heat, right?
Correct.
And that heat turns any moisture that's here into steam, and that steam expands, and that creates that gap you're talking about.
Yeah, so if the substrate's too moist, that steam that lets off, then it's gonna cool off, and then it's gonna create that delaminating,
okay,
which is gonna cause that problem.
All right, and so now I see two situations. I see where you catch that and you can fix it, or you don't catch it, you put drywall up, now you have condensation, now you have rot,
That's
right?
correct.
Okay, got it.
And it could turn into worse problems.
Of course, rot is only the beginning of the disaster. Right, cool. So this area is good, and you're not only checking the back of our zip, you're also checking the studs, and you had a couple over here that were too high, right?
That's correct. So yeah, this stud right here, we're pushing.
This guy, for whatever reason.
We're extremely high. We're at the plus 25, almost a 40% humidity right here. This is a problem for us. So what we're going to do is, before we get to this area, we're going to address this by, we're going to put fans on it and or heat, and we're going to pull this moisture down to the normal that we need. And it may take a couple hours, may take a half a day.
Yeah, we're going to do the ceiling first, so we got time, right?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. We'll get this moisture out of here. As we've checked this building, I've checked this building several times over the last week. This moisture has gone up and gone down, and it dissipates very quick. We just need some good Mother Nature wind behind us, a fan, and some heat, and we're good.
So for all our viewers who might be spray foaming in the future, if their contractor doesn't do a moisture check, that should be a huge red flag. Is that what you're saying?
That's a very huge red flag.
All right, now we've got your rig here. You were telling me some stories about these rigs, how available they are, and these guys that can just go buy one and get into business and really not know what they're doing.
That's correct.
And not checking the moisture would be one of those signs, right?
That would be the top one.
All right, what else should they be looking for?
Make sure they got proper training through their manufacturer, make sure they understand settings, setup. All of that is a key component to presenting a product to a customer that's right.
Yeah, you were telling me about the proportions, the chemistry, the temperature, the humidity. A ton of information and science goes into this product.
That is correct.
Let's check it out.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's talk about our product. What are we spraying? This is Natural Polymers Natural Therm 2.0. It's a closed cell, and this was provided to us by Owens Corning. Massive shout out to them. Super excited to have this closed cell product on our project. What do we got? You got 3 red barrels over here and 3 white barrels.
Yep. So what you have is your white barrels are your resin.
All right.
Your red barrels are your ISO.
Okay.
So these are the 2 chemicals that go through this hose out to the gun, which is where the chemical meets, which makes your foam.
All right. And you were telling me this is the same product that's in like Gorilla Glue, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, and this looks like Gorilla Glue. That was a hose burst.
Yeah, so we had a hose that come loose on us, and you know, obviously it happened.
Obviously, right?
You just got to get a new hose, wipe it up the best you can, and move on.
Well, cool. This looks great. I can't wait to see it being applied. Here's the gun. We're going to get into that later. Let's head back into the building and get started.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're suiting up. We're going to talk about PPE, right? We got to protect everybody from the spray foam. What do we got?
So what we got here is a fresh air system. We've got a fresh air mask. We're bringing in fresh air from an outside compressor that's outside this structure.
Okay.
That's coming from that trailer right there.
All right.
At A+, we're all about safety first. Proper PPE is the key. As you'll see, he's got his proper face mask. He's got a Tyvek suit protecting his clothes, his arms, his hands. He's going to have gloves. He's ready to rock and roll.
Got a hood, cool. And the stilts.
Got to have stilts, much faster. All right, we'll give him his gun and we'll let him go to work.
Are the stilts are OSHA approved?
Yeah.
That's nutty to me, right?
Yeah,
All these rules about ladders, but the guys can be on stilts. That's funny. All right, Joe, he's starting on the ceiling, so he's going to do the band first.
Yep, he's going to do the band joist or rim joist, different terminology for different folks.
Oh, we know all about that.
So he's going to come in there, he's going to go ahead and start spraying that the cold floor, crawl space. He's going to put you three inches of foam in there, lay it in nice and flat. Good thing is right now, Paul, is we got some good ventilation. We're standing here by the drive door. We got a nice little breeze going. Keeps us away from them vapor fumes.
Now, you and I have talked a lot about the gun, the nozzle. Pretty special piece of equipment.
It's very sophisticated. It's kind of simple, but it's complex at the same time. So there's some ports that run through that handle, that air flows through, comes back, circles back down to a muffler system. The air comes in through the mixing chamber area, which in return pushes that chemical through and through, which creates that chemical reaction that you see here.
Now, we know the black hose is his air supply, but the big hose that the product is going to, there's two hoses carrying the product.
Correct.
There's an air hose.
Correct.
And there's also a heater cable.
So the heater coil is actually wrapped around both the A and the B hose.
Wow, okay.
Independently. It's integrated within the hose.
So just from my limited experience spraying paint, I know hose management is huge. I can't imagine toting that thing around all day.
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
It's heavy. So a guy that's been on that gun for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, spraying over his head, he gets pretty tired pretty quick.
That's the worst, right? Spraying over your head, because we all know how we do this, and you got to bring your arms down, right?
You're holding the weight of that gun and that hose, and it gets pretty heavy.
Guys, we want to give a huge shout out to the team over at Owens Corning for hooking us up on this project with their natural polymer spray foam. Did you know Owens Corning actually invented fiberglass insulation way back in 1938? And since then, they've been up in their game in the insulation field. Whether it's mineral wool, bats, blown in, or sheet foam, and now spray foam. Guys, I know what you're thinking. Stud pack, really? Spray foam? Don't you guys know this stuff is full of VOCs and off gases, and it's bad for the environment and bad for the atmosphere? Well, check this out. This natural polymer spray foam was invented in the early 2000s by a builder and a chemist named Ben Brown. And he made it his mission to find a spray foam that didn't have all those issues. Guys, this product right here is certified by the Underwriters Laboratories with their Green Guard Gold standard. It simply certifies products that have low chemical emissions. And this product right here by Natural Polymers is at an industry low. We love it.
All right, Paul, so we're just about finished with this build. You and the boys have done just about everything on this build but you have not done spray foam.
We have not, I've never tried it.
So I'm gonna challenge you three guys
All right.
to a spray off on a half a cavity.
Oh, okay.
We got you suited up.
Go.
We've already explained to you about the operation of the gun.
Okay.
So we're gonna give you a shot. We're gonna judge this on appearance, the proper depth, and how bad of a mess you make.
Okay. And I get to go first?
You've been elected first.
Oh man, always, right? Always the dad.
Always the dad.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, what about my mic, bud? You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right.
He's going down, guys. He's going down.
Push in, and there you go. You're live. You're ready to go. Oh, he's going with the up and down method. Oh.
Hey.
All right, he looks like he's about an inch. About an inch. Can you finish it?
Is he ready for another pass?
Yeah. He's gonna see if he can finish it up. All right. Hey, look, he's got it. He smoothed it out. Ah, he's a professional.
Brad, what are your thoughts going into this? What's your strategy?
I'm going to change it up from what Paul did. I'm going to try the horizontal action.
All right.
I believe he said he was going to do a side-to-side action. Oh, I think he's going to have it. I think he's going to have it on depth. I think his depth's going to be good if he don't go over. Now he's too heavy. Oh yeah, he's way heavy. He's way heavy. Oh yeah,
Stop,
he's way
stop.
heavy. Nah, you're killing us, Small. You're killing us. All right, cameraman, it's time for you to put down your hardware and pick up the real hardware.
See how smooth that is?
Smooth ain't gonna win you this. We're looking for results.
I like it. I'm good with that. All right.
Mine's the best.
Now we're gonna judge them.
Mine's going to keep the house the most warm, guys. Come on.
All right, so this is you, Paul.
I really like mine. It's smooth, it's even. I didn't get it all over the face of the studs like these two knuckleheads did,
Right?
but I'm a little heavy on the bottom because I wasn't releasing the trigger.
Stop trying to influence his.
All right, go for it, go for it.
So he's right about his uniformity. He's good. I think he's got proper depth here for the most part, so we'll check it. So we are at 2 inches on the stick. So we have a tape right there, marked it at 2 inches. So we'll go down here, and he's about a ½ inch shy.
All right,
Looks like that's going to follow suit all the way down.
all right.
He's good here. He's good here. A little light here, ½ inch. He's good there. Overall, not a bad job. Let's go to the next one.
So if you gave me a letter grade, what would it be?
I would have to say you're a good B.
All right, I was going to give myself a C, but I'll take a B every day.
I'll take a good
All right.
B because this is repairable quickly.
All right.
Joey,
All right.
Joey, before you start, I just want you to know, like, I was just trying to keep the house super warm.
Okay, okay.
Or super cold.
All right, I got it. I got it. All right, so the next one here, we got we're a little bumpy. Feels like I'm driving down South Louisiana highways, but that's okay. Not quite as smooth. Let's check his depth. So we're definitely good 2 inches here. We're good here. Oh, we're a little deep. Still a little deep. Oh, yeah, I think I lost my poker. We're good here. So yeah, all in all, not a bad job. Definitely got plenty of chemical in the wall. The problem is it could break my pocketbook because we're using way too much chemical. I'm gonna give that a C+.
Just like real school.
Dude, yeah. C+ is like,
So now we're gonna get to the cameraman's job.
right.
Hey,
So
C's get degrees.
here we don't look like we got a real good tie-in. Decent uniformity. Got a little gouge in here. I'm not sure what he did here. So we'll check his depth. We're about 1/2 inch shy. No, 1/4 inch shy. We're good here. Almost good. About a 1/2 inch shy.
Check right there. I think that's an inch.
What?
Yeah, look at that.
About 1 inch here. So, I mean, I'm gonna.
Brad used all of mine. I was gonna do it there, but he used all of it.
I
So-
was just trying to make it interesting, changing it up with the horizontal.
So, all in all, I would have to honestly say that I'm gonna have Paul the winner on this
That's your prize.
All right, so now we got to do this.
one. So, all in all, not bad.
All right, so since I won, I'll let Rad and Jordan finish these last 2 days, get a little bit more practice.
I think you gotta hit mine again.
Nice.
Probably right there too. Yeah.
Nice, Dad. Good job.
Guys, we are all done. They've taken all the hose, got it wound up. The trailer is out of here. Joey, we want to thank you and A+ Installation. Awesome job.
Appreciate you, and hey, you know what? You guys did an awesome job too, and we appreciate your business.
Well, I've never been on a job site where we sprayed foam, and it was awesome seeing it go up, and it was awesome being able to spray it. Even though it was just a couple of bays, that was really fun, and it gives me a really understanding of how hard your guys and your crews are working.
Well, that's what this is all about. Just making sure everybody educates themselves as you go through your process for the next build, that you understand how hard it is for certain people to do their job.
All right, I appreciate it again. Will you come back for the main house?
I'd love to,
We
if
just
you'll
get
have
you
me.
off. All right, cool.
Thank you.
All right, bud, we're all done. I've been working hard since 8. It's 2:30. Can I finally get some lunch?
I don't think so.
What?
Look.
Dude, Joey's not even to his truck yet. I asked you to schedule the drywall right after installation, but I didn't mean like right after installation. There we go. All right, guys, the spray foam portion of this build is done, and it's really hard to film a spray foam installation. It's loud because you got the generator outside. There's a fog in the air, it gets all over Jordan's precious camera equipment and all the microphones, and we're trying to stay out of those guys' way because they are flying. Now look, it is 2024, and sometimes spray foam is a really controversial subject, right? But it doesn't have to be. If you head on over to the Spray Jones channel, he's got a whole fake news series on why you should be choosing spray foam, whether it's open, closed cell, whatever is the best product for your build. We would love to get into all those details on this video, but he does a much better job. Now there are really 3 key reasons why we chose closed cell foam for this project. Number 1, check this out. This stuff is strong. I gave it a good whack, didn't I, Jordan?
Yeah, you did.
Remember that gable end we had trouble with at the beginning of the build, how that wall was moving? It is solid, just like this. That makes everything solid. Love that. And this natural polymer spray foam we applied to the building, it is a super vapor barrier. It's just like that styrofoam cup you get at the coffee shop. It is hot inside, but you can't feel it, and obviously water's not getting through, your coffee's not leaking out, so that means Jordan's building is not gonna leak. And if water can't get in, neither can ants, spiders, roaches, mice, all those critters we find in traditional bad insulation. And the R value, it's awesome, right? R7 per inch, so we have 2 inches in the wall, a little thicker over there where Rad sprayed it, 3 inches in the attic for R21. A lot of you live in a lot colder climates. You're gonna laugh at that, but that's all we need. It's plenty right here in Texas. And the fourth reason, StudPack, is you got it for free. Well, that is true, and it is not lost on us. But honestly, closed cell blanket on this entire building was the best option for this build. But it doesn't mean it's the best option for your build. So find a certified insulation contractor, let them know what your budget is, let them know what your performance expectations are, and find something that works for your build. It is time to up the game on the way we insulate the building, because honestly, guys, once this is done, you're never going to upgrade it. And for all you binocular bobs out there, you may have noticed a little bit of drywall on the walls behind me. Check this out. Look how beautiful this garage is. We've been working hard, early in the morning, late at night, making content for you guys. Can't wait to share it with you. Got a ton of stuff coming up. So excited about how much progress we're making on this build. Don't forget to check us out over on Instagram at StudPack Official. Get your merch over at bunkerbranding.com. Spray that like button with as much spray foam as you want. Smash it for us. Please subscribe. We'll see you right back here on our very next video.